Today's episode, I'm wrestling somebody who is 6'8", and I know you guys love videos of me wrestling monsters. This gentleman is 6'8". Can you believe it? Here he is. He's wrapping me up with an overhook. He's a well-trained judoka, and I noticed I didn't know who he was when he came in. It was the first time he comes to visit the gym, and I just saw he was 6'8", and I thought of you guys, and I was like, you know what? Let's roll. He's a really good judoka, good grappler. And you guys can see he's trying to foot sweep here. He's trying to do some classic judo attacks. Here's me countering him with a kosoto gaki. Let's just see that quick combination there he did. Let me rewind here. He's trying for a foot sweep. Then he goes for uchimata. Beautiful maneuver. When somebody goes for uchimata, you can hook the leg that they're attacking you. Oops, let me just clean that up. You can hook. See how my right leg is hooking his attack leg? And kind of like just kind of pivot them around with a kosoto gaki. Not easy to demonstrate here with just a marker, but see how I rotate them. Now, this is in July. We had 3 or 4 record-breaking days of heat in Canada, so it's like incredibly sweaty in the gym. Super slippery mat, so keep that in mind when you watch us slipping and sliding all over the place. This was not an easy day for us to shoot in each other's legs, okay? So here he is. He's mounted. He's doing a good job. Look how his right hand is blocking my hip. He's doing a very, very good job of blocking my hip. I'm trying to elevate his left arm, unable to do so. And you could see that here I'm going into a combat base mount. You could see that I lifted up my knee, okay? So you could see that my knee is off the ground. Why did I lift up my knee? Let me rewind here and explain to you when you want to lift up your knee in combat base, just like I did. I'm going to rewind the footage here. Okay, you could see that my partner, he's very close to elbow escaping. Okay, what's an elbow escape? An elbow escape is when you take this elbow here and you push down on my knee. See this knee here? He's going to push down on my knee. When he pushes down on my knee, he's going to capture this ankle of mine and put it between his legs. And that would establish for him a half guard. I don't want to go in his half guard. So what am I going to do? I'm going to lift up this knee here and I'm going to tuck away this ankle. I'm going to tuck away that ankle so he doesn't capture it. Okay, so watch me do it here. Look how I lift up my knee. See, when I lift up my knee, I dig my heel into his lower rib cage. By elevating this knee, it hides this foot over here. Okay, so I'm able to hide my foot from his half guard. You can see that his half guard is empty. There's no leg in there. He was trying to push my right ankle in that half guard. Okay, so that's a good counter for you guys. Go to combat base and avoid getting put in half guard. Now, you can see I put my knee back down because I want to control him. He's right back on that elbow escape. When he elbow escapes, he's going to the same maneuver. He's trying to push my knee in. He's trying to wrap up this ankle in his half guard. Guess what? I'm going to jump a guillotine here. It's fantastic counter to the elbow escape. You could see that his head is completely unprotected. Both his hands are busy trying to push this knee down. He's trying to push that knee down with everything he's got. He's got his right arm blocking my hips. He's got his left arm attacking my knee. Nobody is protecting the neck. Okay, so you can jump on that neck with a guillotine. See how I jump on that neck with a guillotine and roll on my right shoulder. Now, you guys can see that I'm choking with my right arm. You know that I'm going to bring my right knee and cover the kill arm. Okay, so I always want to protect the kill arm from being defended against. I cover this in detail in my Advanced Basics Guillotines Made Easy. Here it is. My right hand is completely protected from his left hand. He wants to grab my right hand with his left hand to alleviate pressure. He cannot because my right leg is in the way. This is going to be an easy finish for me because his neck is completely vulnerable to my grips. From here, I finish the guillotine and we start again. I love to guillotine taller fighters. You see he's got a long neck. That's a long lever. You could put that guillotine on him, bend that long lever. You have extra power. The guys who are the hardest to guillotines are guys with no neck. When I wrestle or when I go against taller guys like this, I love to do crucifix on the arm. You guys are going to see me do crucifix later in this video on the arm. I'm going to explain to you in detail how I do it. And it's such a great maneuver against guys with long arms. Now, when you fight somebody with long arms and long legs like this, you know they want to do any type of arm triangle. Okay, so anaconda, dars, katakatami, of course, triangle with their legs, standard triangle, inverted triangles, body locks from the back. If they take your back, you know they're going to slap on a back triangle. And you want to avoid that at all costs. Okay, they have very powerful triangles. However, they're vulnerable to crucifixes. You could see that I have his left arm trapped between my legs. That's a crucifix. I'm going to put a rear naked choke on him here. I'm going to do another crucifix later in this video. and you're going to get a much better look at it. When guys have long arms, their kryptonite is the crucifix. I don't like to do crucifix on shorter guys, okay? One day I'll wrestle a shorter guy and I'll tell you all the things I like to do against shorter bodies. But against taller bodies, today we're covering taller, lanky bodies like this. You want to hit that crucifix. If you hit that crucifix, I'm telling you, it's their kryptonite. Those long arms have nowhere to hide. Okay, my partner's got a collar tie. He's trying some foot sweeps. Let's see what he does with it here. I have a thumb post with my left hand. It's kind of neutralizing his grip. Here I'm trying to shoot, but no avail. The mat is too slippery. There's going to be no shooting today, guys. It's too slippery out there. I have an underhook. I go into a pinch. This is one of my favorite maneuvers. It doesn't matter how tall or short you are. I love this maneuver, especially on a sweaty day like this. This is a very robust grip. Okay, you can see I'm in an S grip, so I have my fingers locked in, my right elbow raised up behind his back. My friend here is completely locked in. He's not going to have much wiggle room here. Let's see what happens. No, he busts free into a front headlock. Here, let's see what I can try to muster here. It's very slippery. He breaks free. He does a good job protecting his neck. And he's trying to shoot. But there's no way he could really shoot. There's no grip on the ground. Okay, so if he tried to shoot, it's just kind of like, it's going to be too slow, you know. It's just too slippery for anybody to shoot. I'm chopping the hip. He's fighting for that underhook. Are we going to snap a foot sweep attempt, snap down attempt? See how I just lifted my head there? You guys kind of see that I caught him in a snap down a couple of times. Let me rewind. Look how I defend the snap down. Okay, so he's about to snap me down. Here's a foot sweep attempt, and he's going to go into a snap down. When he goes to a snap down, all you got to do is drop your hips and lift your head. Okay, so watch me here. I'm going to drop my hips. A bit hard to see. Look, I drop my hips and lift my head. I saw that snap down coming. You know, it's very common. You attack the legs, and then you snap your partner down. I'm going to do it to him later, I'm sure. This is a day of snap downs. When things are slippery like this, snap down is really the go-to. All right, let's see. I'm trying to work his neck here. He's trying to work my neck. We're fighting for the neck. There's a shot, no avail, too slippery to shoot. Okay, here I have the waist. I love grabbing the waist. Of course, the waist is a very, very strong grip. And you can see that his head is lower than mine. Okay, you could see that my head is up here. His head is a little bit lower than mine. I can tell you that's a big mistake. If your head is lower than your opponent's, you can get caught in a snap down. Let's see if I go to the snap down. I'm not sure if I actually do go to the snap down, but that's what I should do. There's a hip toss. No, I didn't go to the snap down. Instead, he goes to the uchimata. Actually, let me rewind that there. Let me rewind this a little bit. He did a beautiful uchimata here. Look how he pulls me in. Okay, I'm going to play this real time. Look how he pulls me in. Look at that pull. Look at that pull. I'm going to rewind that one more time. See if you catch it. Look how he's overhooked with the right hand. Look how he's going to pull me forward. Look at this. He pulls me forward. Look how he steps with his left leg, pulls me in, and whips his hip underneath me and starts to create elevation with the uchimata. This is the second uchimata that he attempts. This time he gets me over. Now in judo, he would win. He threw me. He would win. I'm not sure if both my feet left the ground, but regardless, he'd be scoring. I did a video on overhooks. Okay, overhooks made simple, advanced basics, and I talk about why I don't do uchimata the traditional way. He's doing uchimata the traditional way. Let's see what happens. He throws me. I'm just going to roll with it. Why? You know, he's going to get 2 points and I'm going to get 2 points. Look, he gets 2 points for the takedown. I get 2 points for the reversal. I get on top. We're 2-2, but I'm on top. Okay, so that's an advantage for me. I would say if I was in a fight, I'd rather be the guy on top. Okay, so it's 2-2. So, you know, 0-0. We nullify each other's score, but I get top position. Top position is always good. All right, so when you get thrown with the uchimata, just roll with it. Try to somersault through, keep the momentum going. Here's my partner coming up to his knees. You could see my left knee and left elbow are connected, and that's going to make it incredibly hard for him to defend. You can see the configuration of my legs is quite different than most. Okay, so I have my knee inside between me and him. I have one knee pushing and one heel pulling. Okay, most people are kind of pulling with both legs. I'm pushing with one leg. I'm doing something a little different. Creates a lot of tension on the neck. Okay, I covered in advanced basics. A very, very powerful way to put the pain on the neck. All right, we're back up to our feet. Again, when you see a guy with a long neck like that, that's just a long lever for you to be able to bend. It's great to go for guillotines and, of course, rear naked choke. All right, here we go. We start again. My partner is so tall. He's 6'8". He's able to easily wrap me up with a collar tie. And Let's see what he's going to do with it here. He's got a huge, he's got a huge reach. It's just impossible to stay away from this guy. All right, here I'm kind of fake shooting, but there's no way I can shoot. It's just too slippery. Let's see what happens next here. He's got the collar tie again. I got the thumb post. I'm thumb posting with my left hand. If I wasn't thumb posting here, guys, it would be really tough for me to break away from this guy's collar tie. He's so massive. He's really grabbing me from high up. Here we are, a little more pummeling. I get the underhook. I get my head in. Let's see what happens next. Foot sweep attempt. He loves those foot sweep. There's a knee tap into a snap down. I'm going to replay that once more real quickly here. Guys, this is such a classic combination, okay? You guys know me. I love to shuck, okay? But I wasn't able to shuck because I have no footing. I went for a knee tap. If he defends that knee tap, what do you go to? If somebody defends your knee tap, immediately snap down. There's nothing to think about. Now, this wasn't a pretty snap down because I lost my footing here, okay? So I kind of jumped up. It wasn't the prettiest snap down, but, sometimes you got to improvise when things are this slippery. There's the ninja choke. Guys, I'm going for the ninja choke. I saw Holly Holmes got caught with a ninja choke this weekend. I love the ninja choke. My partner defends the ninja choke correctly. This is what Holly Holmes needed to do. She just recently got choked out in the first round by a ninja choke. What's a ninja choke? It's just basically a rear naked choke, but you're doing it from the position you see here. Whenever you're trapped in one of these chokes, you got to do exactly what my partner does here. Roll to your back. Look how he spins to his back. Yes, he gives up top position, but it's better than getting choked out. It's not a very easy choke to slip out of, but that's the correct way to slip out of it. Here, I'm going to go to his back. When I go to his back, you're going to see that I'm not taking a standard back control, okay? You can see, I call this top back control, okay? So top corner control, actually, I call it. Because, look, I'm trying to isolate the top corner here, okay? So imagine his back has 4 corners. He has one corner here at the hip. He's one corner here at the hip, one over here. I'm trying to wrap my whole body around this one top corner. Okay, so this corner over here. So I'm the upper right quadrant. Okay, it's much easier to finish somebody from here than it is from standard back control. You could see that I'm not in armbar position, but I'm not totally in a traditional back take. I'm kind of in between armbar and back take control. Okay, so let's see what I do with it here. You can see that my hands are locked. I'm pulling my hands towards my chest here. I'm trying to put the squeeze on him and wrapping my legs around his body. You can see that my left leg is going to try to pummel over his shoulder. This is a great control here. Here I can lock a triangle with my legs, or I can go to crucifix. My partner is a very, very lanky opponent. Go for crucifix. It's their kryptonite. Okay, so watch me here. Look how I trap his left arm behind his back. Watch how I'm going to sneak my right foot under his back here. I'm going to play it in slow motion so you can see where my right foot goes. He won't be able to stop this. I'm pulling him on top of me with my hands. You can notice I have an S grip. And here it is. I'm putting his left arm in a crucifix. Guys, when you attack somebody on the crucifix, all you got to do to make him tap is attack this thumb. Okay? You want to attack that specific area. If I put pressure on that area, I will get him to tap. Okay? So watch. Let's see if I can get my legs in that position. I'm going to play it from here, and there it is. You can see my feet are already stepping on his thumb, and now I'm going to bridge my hips up, and I'm going to get the tap. Guys, the longer the arm, the easier it is to break in crucifix. There it is. Okay, there it was. There's the tap. You could see me bridging here. I'm stepping on his thumb with my feet. I bridge. There's the tap. It's a very difficult thing for them to free their arm because their arm has no wiggle room. The shorter the arm, the harder it is to crucifix. The longer the arm, the easier. Here it is. We're back up on our feet. Let's see what happens next. And that's the time. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment or a like, and I will do more. If you guys enjoy this type of content, I will definitely make more, but let me know in the comments or by clicking the like button. Thank you all, and see you in the next episode.